Look! The roots coiled around the creation furnace! They've withered! Excellent! Nothing can stop you now!
The smell of sin is thick.
Look! Excellent!
The smell of sin is thick. Recount your sins.
What are you looking at?
Stab in position.
Naughty child. Nap time.
I shall be the judge.
Honored to meet me. Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours! Time to twirl! Until never burns to ashes! Attack detected!
This is serious. Recount. By the will of the Ten Lords, the Ten Lords decree, hereby ordained.
Time for a shot.
I will remember your
Just a little
kindness.
something.
I will remember your kindness.
Firefly Type 4 in position. Huh? Peaches? I am kinda hungry.
March.
I'm just saying. It'll be a shame if they get smashed to pieces. Time to twirl! What are you looking at? Do you know this big diamond? It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Stab in position.
Like until never burns to ashes!
Still in denial? That's better.
Thank you. Thanks, fine.
This is serious.
Time for a shot. How appropriate.
Just a little something.
Support received.
Honored to meet me. Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours! Time to twirl!
will of the Ten Lords. The Ten Lords decree, hereby ordained.
Naughty child. Nap time.
Stand in position.
It's getting weak. Quick, finish it off.
General Jingyuan said the ambrosial arbor was an unfathomable celestial blessing. At first glance, that deer could have been an ordinary life form, but the ability to heal such grave wounds in an instant... I think I finally understand why the Xianzhou decided to follow the hunt in eradicating the abundance. If immortal creations were left to spread their branches and roots throughout the universe, entire ecosystems would collapse. No wonder the people of the Xianzhou wander the universe, never settling on a planet.
You are a man of vision, Mr. Yang. It's a shame our ancestors, the Elixir Seekers, were unable to see that hidden curse 8,000 years ago. Perhaps some of them did reject the Plague Author's gift. But how could an entire civilization resist the temptation of immortality? Ironic, isn't it? The wise are buried, while the fools remain immortal. The Xianzhou regrets being led astray by the abundance. That's why they have decided to embark on the path of the hunt. Maybe it's not too late for redemption. Thank you for your help. I realize you must continue on to the Alchemy Commission, to the Ambrosial Arbor. After witnessing what happened here, I know there will only be more danger ahead. Go, friends, and stay vigilant. I wish you a safe journey.
Choice isn't as elusive as it may appear. Choice isn't as elusive as it may appear.
Whoa. Looks like the battle here was intense.
The Master Diviner must have launched the campaign while we were delayed in the Artisanship Commission.
Time is of the essence. The most important task for the Xianzhou Luofu is suppressing the Stellaron. General Jing Yuan tasked the Master Diviner with commanding the Cloud Knights. He would have known she'd act on the results of her divination.
Thank goodness the General didn't make us go with the Knights. Fighting is totally different from adventuring. All these people... it's tough to bear.
I'm afraid this is nothing, Benefactor. Centuries ago, an emanator of abundance besieged the Luofu with the aim of taking the Ambrosial Arbor. They destroyed half our delves and killed most of the Cloud Knights. For long-life species, such events are more like yesterday's memories than ancient history. This awful spectacle is child's play in comparison.
Hey, is that supposed to make us feel better?
It's hard to tell if the Master Diviner won or lost here.
A draw? This isn't a tournament, you know. I can't see many Cloud Knights. The Xianzhou must have fought well.
Not necessarily. There'd usually be a base with supporting forces set up after a successful engagement, but we don't see any of that. Let's look around and see if we can find some clues.
Be careful. Those monsters are pretty tough. Look, there's someone over there. Here! There are still survivors here.
You're not the Knights. What is your purpose here? It's dangerous.
We're reinforcements sent by the General. Where's everyone else?
Resorting to short-life species as reinforcements. Jing Yuan is truly running out of options.
Run! She's a disciple of Sanctus Medicus!
Silence. If my healing worked, you'll become one of us. And then it's not just me they'll be running from.
Hurry! Leave here! I can't control myself anymore!
It's so good to stand here and do nothing. The mere thought of having to return to mountains of criminal reports in the Hall of I shall be the judge.
Down in position!
Now,
Time to twirl!
Still in recount.
From the
This is soon I shall be the judge.
What do you look like?
the lives of short-life species are so fleetingly brief. Why seek death?
This big diamond! It's all yours!
Recount. By the will of the Ten Lords. The Ten Lords decree, hereby ordained.
Like fireflies to until everything burns to ashes! I will claim victory for centuries. Time to twirl!
Nap time.
Time to twirl!
shall be the judge.
Time to twirl! Honored to meet me.
Time for...
Firefly, set! Time to twirl!
Give
Why did you come to the Xianzhou? To seek immortality? You don't have to appease Jingwen. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus provide all that you desire.
Do you know who I am? It's Big Diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Initiate cleanup.
nap time.
I'm so everything! First to ashes! Time to twirl!
Still in denial.
What do you look
Hold on. We'll find someone to help.
Don't waste your time. They've converted me. I don't have much longer. Go! The Master Diviner's troops are ahead.
Let's go.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus were in hiding for so long. Now they finally show their face. Did the Master Diviner fail to foresee this? Be careful, benefactors. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus worship Yaoshut, the Plague's author, the greatest enemy of the Xianzhou. The Alliance has been trying to root out their secret organization for millennia. It's no coincidence that they've chosen this moment to reveal themselves.
Who goes there? Show yourselves! Wait, it's you. Quickly, in here. It's dangerous outside.
You recognize us?
Are you not the General's guests? The Master Diviner prophesized your arrival. We were ordered to wait for you under any circumstances. Yes, the Master Diviner ordered us to remain stationed here and went to scout ahead. They're saying the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have returned. They haven't been seen for an age. The troops are anxious. It's good that you're here. The Master Diviner said the Knights weren't to move out until you arrived. Please wait in the camp. We'll decide on our next steps once the Master Diviner returns.
That the Cloud Knights received orders not to advance is a bad sign. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I've heard the name before. If memory serves, they're an underground sect of the Abundance that's said to have lain dormant within the Xianzhou, plotting to overthrow the Alliance. The Stellaron has certainly caused Abundance-like abnormalities. Is that what motivated the Disciples to come out of the shadows? No. The Knight's main force remains intact. Something must have happened. Something we're not aware of. The Master Diviner isn't here. Let's head into camp and see what we can learn from the troops here.
Good idea. Why don't you take a look around, benefactors? My feet need a rest.
Inspection complete. Nothing suspicious.
Cloud Knights undergo such thorough training. How could they lose control like this? It's one thing for humans to be stricken with Mara, but Foxians and Vidyadhara?
No danger detected. But never let your guard down.
I saw it. I saw myself become thunder, become a storm. That sit in the elixir crucible. I could smell the future. Here flesh will not trap me. I am the Abendir. I see the leaves and branches covering the sky. I will change again.
We captured a few devils from the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Some of them are already mad, and this one is the maddest.
You want to ask questions? Fine. But I must be present the whole way through. This part needs to be recorded as testimony.
Finally, someone to talk to. These Cloud Knights are so serious, so boring. So, you witnessed it too? The Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection. Magnificent. In the Befall era, so far in the past that even long-life species cannot recall, Sanctus Medicus the Abundance gifted the Ambrosial Arbor to the Xianzhou Luofu. With that sacred tree, humanity realized many miracles. The fallow earth, the western soapberry, the altered flesh. But that devilish archer ruined everything. They twisted right and wrong and erased Sanctus Medicus's achievements. But soon we will return to the glory of the Befall era. You've seen the fantastic creatures that fought with us. They are only minor gifts of the Ambrosial Arbor.
Shut it, rambling rodent. The Cloud Knights will root all of you out soon.
What did we do? We cured our kin. It must hurt to be trapped in such weak flesh and blood.
You scum! If the Order allowed, I would cut you down now.
Oh, you don't understand. A short-life species couldn't understand. Mara struck? Bah! It's a second life gifted by Sanctus Medicus. To eliminate the self, to achieve transcendence, a life of true freedom. I see a desire for power in your eyes. This life is too short for you, isn't it? I can help you.
Don't listen. His words are poison.
We're just having fun, sir. Without the blessing of the abundance, you short-life species would never be able to endure the transformation. That shining seed? I've seen it. So beautiful. If you gaze into it, there's a voice inside that speaks to you.
Do you still remember Cocolia?
The Master said we could inject new life into the Ambrosial Arbor with it. I didn't believe it at first. We tried many methods, spending multiple lifetimes of short-life species, yet the Arbor showed no signs of resurrection. But look upon it now. Only the power of an eon can recreate the miracle. Yes, the mighty Sanctus Medicus, the abundance.
talked with these disciples, Benefactor. What do you make of them? Shh. That's a brave thing to say out in the open. If the Cloud Knights hear you, they won't think twice. It strikes me that you'd use any means to achieve your goal, Benefactor. Xianzhou natives are more afraid of immortality than they are of the days coming to an end. They received eternal life as they had desired, but are doomed to a fate more terrifying than death. The Abundance played a cruel trick on them.
Forgive me for being brief. Warfare is a dangerous business. There's no time for idle chat. We took over this place a few hours ago under the Master Diviner's command. It was only afterwards that we learned our enemies were none other than the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, those who worship the Plague's author. Everything was going as planned. The sorcerers of the disciples and the fantastic creatures they commanded were no match for us. And after a while, our comrades suddenly started to slaughter one another. Curse it. What Sanctus Medicus sorcery did they use on us? The greatest fear of the Xianzhou people is succumbing to our Mara-struck form around others. To do so means that we have given up on being human, lost the abomination sleeping in our immortal blood, and violated the Rainbow's admonishments. What the disciples of Sanctus Medicus did are despicable acts that every Alliance resident detests. I swear to the Arbiter that I will avenge my comrades.
When the Master Diviner gets back, we might be in for tough times. It's making me a little nervous. Are you ready? Divine, are you ready? When the Master Divine, are you ready? When the Master Diviner, are you ready?
Master Diviner, you're back.
I have kept you waiting, but the deceit of the disciples is laid bare to me now. Apologies. To avoid dissemination of intelligence, the General and I kept the involvement of the disciples to ourselves. It is a clandestine organization that seeks to overthrow the Alliance. Before the Stellaron disaster, the disciples had remained veiled in shadow for years. Their emergence reflects their intricate connection to this calamity.
The conflict is difficult, Master Diviner, but you have led your forces from the front lines and beyond in pursuit of the enemy. Admirable work.
Hardly. A diviner must acquire first-hand knowledge in order to calculate the future. Collecting intelligence in this way assists me in achieving the right answer. Wait, what's all this about a difficult conflict? The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been scheming for a long time, but our army is in no way inferior. How can things be so difficult?
It would seem you came prepared. The first time we we met Madame Yukong, she said something like, "This is a Xianzhou affair, and there's no need for the Express to get involved." And now here we are running around doing everything. Even the IPC takes it easier on us. Let me guess. What are we up to this time? Could it be heading to the front lines? Leading the Cloud Knight charge? Well, try this on for size. Nope! I can't stand any more of this fighting. So there.
Who said you'd be heading to the battlefield?
We're not?
Jingyuan's orders. He said that the value of unexpected guests lies in the unexpected. The Cloud Knight's assault was to demonstrate our power to the enemy head-on. Now it is time for the unexpected. Please, come with me. After receiving the Ambrosial Arbor, the Alchemy Commission was once the Luofu's most vital commission. After all, it was they who changed the Xianzhou natives into long lives, but in the end, the alchemists grew discontented and began to obsess over the manipulation of life. Research into the Arbor poisoned their minds. The more they pursued it. Morning bells chime in a dream. Evening mist gathers around me. Do you see that?
What huge elixir crucibles. There's still smoke coming out of them.
This is where the alchemists practiced the way of immortality in ancient times. They erected elixir crucibles here to absorb the power of the Arbor, turning fantasy into reality. Since the smoke from the crucibles never ceases, this place was named Eve Mist Mansion. An elegant name, but as far as the art of war is concerned, it's a death trap. As long as the crucibles are lit and the smoke continues to linger, we cannot get any closer.
This is why the Cloud Knights lost control and became Mara-struck?
Indeed. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus infuse the smoke that permeates this delve with medicinal pellets that elicit Mara. Unless the Cloud Knights were able to march with their breath held, they would be doomed to fall into disarray. Moreover, no one could know whether their comrade was about to be stricken with Mara. Is there anything better than fear for destroying the morale of an army?
The Cloud Knights' first assault was just a cover. You're using the main army to attract the enemy's attention, while we douse the elixir crucibles and stop the smoke.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus renounced their century of secrecy and chose to reveal themselves, meaning they feel confident of victory. But no matter how well prepared they may be, their focus has always been the Cloud Knights. They are completely unaware of your existence and capacity, and in short, cannot be prepared against you. Indeed, this demonic vapor is a weapon targeted against the Cloud Knights. The Ambrosial Arbor is taboo for the Luofu, and the Xianzhou Alliance has always been fiercely independent. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus could never have guessed that the General would seek outside help. They won't be prepared against short-life species.
Is this what General Jingyuan meant by unexpected guests?
I wouldn't hazard a guess. All I can say is that the predictions of the Stellaron hunters were more accurate than mine. The future that Kafka seeks is becoming reality. One step at a time. I do not wish to be their puppet either. In any case, we do not walk alone and unhindered on our paths. Our choices define us and influence others. The duty of the Master Diviner is to bring luck and avoid misfortune. I don't want my choice to plunge the Luofu into a terrible future. To return to the matter at hand, only you can douse the elixir crucibles without being harmed by them. What say you?
Fine. I didn't hear a please, but seeing as we do kinda have superpowers around here, Mr. Yang, what do you think?
I will come at once when the smoke dissipates. You won't be left to fend for yourselves. What? It's not too late to practice holding my breath. Only a handful of converted alchemists and healers. They can drive fantastic creatures into battle and strengthen their bodies with medicinal pellets. But they are no match for the Cloud Knights. That's why they decided to spread this demonic vapor. There is a gulf in strength between us, yet they still emerged into the open and rebelled. Something isn't right. They must be waiting for some shift in fortune. We're still far from the elixir crucibles. I'm no healer, but I do know that dosage is important in the application of poisons. Even so... Okay, I admit it. I'm terrified. I'm still young. I don't want to become Mara-struck so soon. My fortune is fluctuating between the marsh and heaven trigrams. I can avert disaster by being decisive, so stop talking to me and distracting me. I'll focus on keeping my sanity. The rest is up to you. I will come at once when the crucibles are doused and the smoke dissipates. What? It's not too late to practice holding my breath. I will come at once when the crucibles are doused and the smoke dissipates. What? It's not too late to practice holding my breath. We're still far from the elixir crucibles. I'm no healer, but I do know that dosage is important in the application of poisons. Even so... Okay, I admit it. I'm terrified. I'm still young. I don't want to become Mara-struck so soon. Out of the question. Jingyuan gave me authority over the Cloud Knights. If I can't stand on the front lines, then how can I succeed him as a general? How can I win the hearts of the people? I will come at once when the crucibles are doused and the smoke dissipates.
Huh. I feel like even though long-life species get to live forever, they aren't so different from us short-life species when it comes to worries and suffering.
Thank you for the concern, but I'm fine. The General commanded me to stay with you. I dare not go against military orders.
Your life is more important, Miss Tingyun. Go back. We can explain to the General.
There's really no need. I've spent my years traveling the universe. Not to mention, I'm younger and stronger than I look. Even you benefactors have probably lived longer than me.
Seems like the smoke is getting thinner.
Activate!
This is serious. I shall be the judge. By the will of the Ten Lords, the Ten Lords' decree, hereby ordained.
I won't break. This big diamond, it's all yours. Time to twirl.
Give it up. Recount.
Time to twirl.
Nap time.
Honor to me.
Not.
Every victory is hard won.
Turn it off! Why did you turn it on?
So, you succeeded in dousing the elixir cauldrons. Unimportant. The inevitable is already upon us.
Xianzhou. It's you.
I have met you before in my capacity as Chief Alchemist, Master Diviner. You don't seem surprised.
Indeed. The General and I knew that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus must be hiding in the Alchemy Commission. However, without evidence, we couldn't bring charges before the commissions. We had to wait for you to show yourselves. And now, your charges are many. Drawing Stellaron spirits into the Xianzhou, resurrecting the Ambrosial Arbor, striking down our people with Mara. The Ten Lords Commission will address these transgressions during your reckoning.
Crimes? If I am guilty, then all of our Xianzhou ancestors are also guilty. They were the ones who accepted the blessings of the abundance and turned their descendants into long-life species. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus are only walking on the road our ancestors once took. How is it a crime to seek ascendance? In days of old, the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor enveloped the Xianzhou Luofu like a living creature. We controlled the stellar seas, and none could stand in our way. Everyone could become celestial and shift form at will. Divine miracles descended onto all 9 Xianzhou ships. What a glorious time that was. How far the Xianzhou has fallen. We consent to be commanded by the devilish archer. Suffer continuously at the hands of the denizens of abundance. And the Ten Lords Commission even forces us to give up our immortality. How pitiful. I do not blame you for your ignorance. We were not born in the era when the Ambrosial Arbor first descended. Nor did we witness its miracles. But now, we now have an opportunity to restore the ancient laws.
Forgive me for thinking you might have harbored some profound enlightenment. Yours is the same old talk of those who seek power and give up on their humanity. Our Xianzhou ancestors fought side by side with the Arbiter, laid waste to the Arbor, and established the Ten Lords Commission to lay down the lines between life and death. In doing so, we enshrined our future as human beings. Celestials? There are no Celestials on the Xianzhou. The divine miracles of the abundance, the manipulation of life and death. Your deeds are nothing but evil.
I have nothing to say to you, Master Diviner. You have already made your decision. You have discarded power. A most foolish choice. Master Diviner, allow me to show you what the Celestials were capable of.
You know this big diamond! It's all yours! Time to kill!
Initiate cleanup.
Just a little something. You remember your kindness. Next time. I shall be the judge. By the will of the 10 Lords, the 10 Lords' decree, hereby ordained.
You can't escape the past. And neither can I.
Danger ahead. Ready yourself.
Stream forward.
smell of sin. I shall be the judge.
Free will, or was it
Still in denial.
Another journey begins, destined for oblivion.
Nap time. Simple. This is sealed recount.
A doctor never stops learning.